Continuing on with our study of probability, we're going to talk about permutations. A permutation is a selection of a group of objects in which order is important. So here, let's say we have one event, it's A, or one selection of a group, and it's A. Well, there's only one way to list it or to arrange it. There's only one item. So that's one permutation. But if we add a second item, B, then there are two ways to list it when order matters. BA is different than AB. So when order matters, these are two independent events or groups that we have, and so the permutations are 2 times 1, or there are two permutations. When we add the third item, C, and order does matter, then it matters where A, B, and C are listed, and those permutations are 3 times 2 times 1. So permutations are n factorial, where n is the number of items that we are grouping when order makes things different. So sometimes you may not want to order an entire set of items. Suppose you want to select and order 3 people from a group of 7. One way to find possible permutations is to use what we call the fundamental counting principle. So let's say we have 7 people and we're choosing 3 of them in order. So we choose the first person, we choose the second person, and we choose the third person. So there are 7 choices to start with, then 6 choices, then 5 choices. So there are 210 ways to choose 3 people out of these 7 when order matters. Another way to find the possible permutations is to use factorials. You can divide the total number of arrangements by the number of arrangements that are not used. So in the previous slide there were 7 total people and 4 whose arrangements didn't matter. So that's 7 factorial, total number of arrangements, divided by 4 factorial, the number of arrangements of people that didn't matter. And so we cancel top and bottom like terms. So there are 210 just as before, but this is using factorials. So this is called a permutation, and there's a formula for permutations. So the number of permutations of 7 items taken 3 at a time looks like this. It's 7 factorial, total number of permutations, total number of items, divided by the total number of items that don't matter, that are not chosen. So n is the total number, 3 is the number of groupings that you're going to make, and so you wind up having the total number divided by the number that doesn't matter that you're grouping. So here's the formula we're going to use when we determine that we have a permutation, and it asks us how many possibilities there are for this to happen. This notation is just unique to permutations. It's also something we'll see in our next lesson, combinations. So it's a capital P, meaning permutations. N is the total number of items. R is the number of items taken at a time. And so we list N as a subscript to the left, and we list R as a subscript to the right. And this is the formula that we're going to use to find our permutations. So how many ways can a student government select a president, a vice president, a secretary, and a treasurer from a group of 6 people? So there are 4 choices we're going to make, 4 items, in total number of items being 6. So it's equivalent to selecting and arranging 4 items from 6 total items. So 6 is N and 4 is R. We plug that into our permutation formula and we get 6 factorial over 2 factorial. We'll divide out the common factors. That has a value of 1. And so there are 360 ways to select 4 people out of 6 when order matters. How many ways can a stylist arrange 5 of 8 vases from left to right in a store display? Well, 8 is N and 5 is R, so we plug that into our permutation formula. That's 8 factorial over 3 factorial, and that is 6,720 ways that the vases can be arranged. So it's a group out of a total, and the group is R and the total is N. Awards are given at a costume party. How many ways can most creative, silliest, and best costume be awarded out of 8 contestants? So N is 8, and R is 3. There are 3 different groups that we are using. So that is a total of 336 ways to arrange the awards. So write down that formula and make sure that you have it. How many ways can a 2-digit number be formed by using only the digits 5 through 9 and by each digit being used only once? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 total items and a 2-digit number. So that's R equals 2, and so there are 20 ways for the numbers to be formed. That's it. Come to class next time and we'll practice permutations.